Sandy Munro is going to be here to talk about the number 2. That did not sound right. Plus, we can't talk about Toyota every time, right? But we will talk about which automaker Sandy Munro believes is the number 2 top brand with a bright electric future after Tesla. Care to venture a guess? But quick, put it in the comment section because we're gonna start right now. Welcome to E4 Electric. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon because Sandy Munro is here every week. That way you won't miss any of his future appearances moving forward. Alright, we're going to do this in 2 parts. The first one is obviously right now, and the second one I will publish next week, so only more reason to subscribe. But before I bring Sandy in, a quick reminder that this video is brought to you by Flow. Check out the Flow Home X5 and give your garage some sex appeal with its elegant design, sturdy 100% aluminum casing, and plenty of cord length. Get yours using our exclusive $150 discount in the description of this video. And by EnergyPal. If you are shopping for your home's solar system, EnergyPal will do all the hard work for you, searching for the best deal in town. And once your installation is complete, you will get a $500 gift card when you use the link in the description of this video. Alright, Sandy, welcome back to my channel once again.
Oh, you're welcome. And you know, it just seems like yesterday.
It does seem like yesterday. We probably should let the audience know that we record these back to back, and you know I release it all the time. But yes, we're just, but at least we're warmed up, right? Well, so this topic that I picked is that something that we came up with a few minutes before the taping because you said something that blew my mind, which by the way is normal, you know, and that's why we talk so often. And all right, well, we were talking about, you know, the company that just, you know, who's number 2 after Tesla, and that changes. You know, in the last couple of years, most people settled on Volkswagen Group. Because, you know, they started making some really good cars that were selling, you know, Audi e-tron, Porsche Taycan, ID3 and ID4, you know, and they're a pretty big company. But today you told me that you don't think it's the Volkswagen Group. Tell me, which brand do you think is number 2 in terms of electric cars behind Tesla?
Ford.
Ford. Well.
Yes, and here's the thing. Okay, so when the Audi and when the other Volkswagen products came into the marketplace, I was ready to jump right on board. I would have guessed, and I did guess, and I told people, oh yeah, Volkswagen is going to clean everybody's clock. They must have been working, you know, diligently. Once they found out that they weren't going to be making diesels, they must have known that they had to come up with you know, great chemistry for their batteries and phenomenal motors and on and on and on and on. And they're going to just mop the floor with everybody else. And then we got the ID4. And
I know you're not a big fan. I know you're not a big fan.
I could not believe my eyes. And then I drove it. And then, hey, the voice recognition thing didn't work. And I mean, I went to Charge America, and it's owned by Volkswagen. Volkswagen owns it, and it wouldn't work. What the heck? Are you kidding? What's going on here? I think that they dropped the ball. And then they brought the Ford Mustang in. The Mach-E was in the back, and they said, hey, Sandy, come on, have a look at the Mach-E. No. Why? It's a Ford, and no, I don't want it. It's a waste of my time. You guys can do that. I'm busy. You guys do it. No, yeah, you got it. So he brought me back. And I looked at it, and I looked at the front, and I said, okay, I can't remember the exact thing, but we had to do a couple of takes because it was like, oh, crap. It just looks like a Hyundai. It's a Korean design. I mean, look at the eyes. You can see this is a Korean design. And then I made the mistake of calling it the Mexican Mustang. No, you can't do that. I mean, if we say that, Ford will be really unhappy. Well, I don't care. It's got 4 doors. How can it be a Mustang? You know, on and on and on. And then I got inside of it, and I said, oh, well, at least the instrumentation is easy to figure out. And then I got it on the road, and the thing went like a scalded cat. I was really, really happy about that. it's quick, it's agile, it's got all of the features and functions that I wanted. Then we tore the car to pieces. I saw so many things I liked. I love the fact they don't have door handles. I love the fact that they've moved the needle in some cases beyond what Tesla's done. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, I opened the frunk. Oh my God, I can put an ice chest in, or I can put ice in here and call it a day. I've got a fabulous trunk and everything. On and on and on. And it was comfortable and whatever. Well, that kind of turned my head. But the thing that really turns my head is the numbers. And when we start looking at the numbers, who comes out, who are people buying? What people are buying what product? And you look at, I look at Norway. Norway's the bellwether. They're at 87% PEV. 87%, who's got like that? Nobody. I mean, we haven't even got 8% here yet. So you look at the guys in Norway and you see, well, who's coming in second place? The Mach-E. What? The Volkswagen is made just down the road. And they make the Volvo right there in Sweden. And that's that is literally next door. That's the same, I mean, they've got a common border. How come the Mustang is taking over and the Volkswagen is behind it? What the heck? There's got to be something to it. And I believe that the people will vote, and they're going to vote with their money. I don't know about voting with your legs, or I don't know about voting with, whichever politician takes their shirt off first. That seems to be the way politics are going lately. It's what happened in Canada and Russia and whatnot. But here's the deal. When it comes to money, whoever puts their money down, that tells me which direction things are going. And there's the Mustang. And they can't make them fast enough to supply the European market, I think. And then I've got the other situation where you've got Britain with a gasoline problem, a petrol problem. And what are they buying? Well, if I could, one of the guys that I know over there said, if I could buy one, I'd get a Mustang. I love that car. It's perfect for me. They're going to get plenty of ID4s, but they can't get a Mustang. So I'm just looking at the numbers, and that's why Mustang's in number 2. And by the way, Tesla here, number 2 is there, number 3 is close to the basement. We're not looking that far ahead.
We'll get to that. That would be one of my questions. But okay, so I probably should mention that I think the way they do. So the statistics of the sales are a little different because Volkswagen combines the ID3 and ID4. When they do that, they're on top. I think if they don't, then Mustang Mach-E might be on top. But we're talking about beyond comparing ID4 to the Mustang Mach-E, right? I mean, me and you have a difference of opinion, but we're talking about, let's talk about bigger picture, right? Brands, because Volkswagen Group. It's a group. They have so many different labels underneath. So one would think that with different, and luxury and Audi and performance and Porsche and a regular Volkswagen, they have so much more range, if you will, no pun intended there, where Ford is just one company.
Okay. You know what? Have you ever seen this before? No? Okay, so...
Let's
battery size.
No, I don't think so. Okay.
So here's the title. Battery size doesn't equal more range. So you look at this and you've got the Tesla Model Y, 75 kilowatt hour battery, and it goes it's got 125 mpge, miles per gallon electric. Who comes in second? Oh, 88 kilowatt hours, 101 miles per gallon, okay, electric. Number 3, the Volkswagen ID4, 82 kilowatt hour battery, 97 mpge. And then we look at the biggest battery that we have on this chart anyways, 95 kilowatt hours for the 2021 Audi e-tron, 78 mpge. So what does that tell me? It tells me that Ford did something right, much righter than everybody else. When there's a difference of, what is that, 4 miles per mg, that tells me that somebody did a good job. But when you're looking at 101 for Ford versus 78 on the Audi, they didn't do their job. So anyway, I think that Ford is doing a fine job with more than just the look, or more than just how much speed and whatnot. They're looking at lots of different things. And then on top of that, yesterday, I was at a conference for the international group that's looking at composites, advanced composites. And I gave a speech there, and then I sat around to listen to all the projects that are going on. And here's the deal. 4 projects for ultra lightweight composite products, all of them for Ford, all of them. And if you want to try and get rid of, or you want to have higher if you want a higher mileage, you can look at the battery, but that doesn't really do anything. That's just how much power I've got potentially. But I want to look at how much weight did I get rid of? What's the aero that I've improved? What about the friction? And what about the engineering intelligence that went in to make it efficient? And when you start looking at that equation, all of a sudden Ford comes out pretty damn good. There's still a quarter behind Tesla, but of all of the other guys that are sitting out there that are in North America anyway, that's the one that, to me, is leading the pack, or coming in second.
Yeah.
But again, there's a big gap between Tesla S3, Y, X. There's a lot of distance between those groups.
Don't get me wrong, it's mind-blowing that our Ford actually is better at engineering now than the Germans, right? Because essentially that's what you're saying. But, let's look at a bit of a bigger picture, because, we're now beyond just the Mustang Mach-E. I mean, F-150 is coming out next year. That look, you love, I think everybody loves that, what's happening with the Lightning. But what will Ford have to do to, you said there's a big gap still between them and Tesla. What do they have to do to start closing that gap if they really want to, start catching up to Tesla? It has to go beyond the Mustang Mach-E. It has to go beyond F-150. What would be the biggest strategy that they have to employ to get closer to them? All right, let me stop right here. I will get you the answer to that question and the rest of the conversation next week. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to subscribe to Sandy's channel. I put a link to it in the description of this video. All right, looking forward to all of your comments. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.